Hi there. Today we're going to be talking about what it takes to become a homeowner, what you might need to do to see what you're eligible for, some of the special financing programs that are out there, and just see what we can do to help you become a homeowner. Hi, I'm Kyle No. I'm with the First United team, sponsored by eXp Realty now, and I'd like to share that story. Had people come into the office last week, and they weren't really very high income, but they were high enough to afford $1,200 or $1,300 a month house payment, which will buy you a pretty decent sized house in the Oklahoma City area. Anyway, I got all of their information. I answered all of their questions. I kind of laid out a little bit of a game plan for them. And as I said, I got a lot of information. And there at the end, I kind of found I had a little bit of a glitch that they were afraid of. I think it's probably the reason they had never talked to anybody about it before, but he'd run into a little bit of a credit problem a couple years ago, and he just didn't think it's something that could be overcome. But anyway, I told him that I thought we could work it out, and anyway, I turned in all their information, and today I got a call saying that they were approved. The problem really wasn't much of a problem at all. It may cost them a few $100s to get it settled the way that it needs to be done. But anyways, no problems. We got them fully approved. It's a great financing program for a lot of first-time buyers use it, and actually it's open to people who've owned a home before too. But anyway, it's very, very likely that even if you can't buy a home today, and this is kind of the thought that they were in, if you can't buy a home today, maybe you can buy a home in 6 months, or maybe it'll only be 3 months. But anyway, more than likely, you can become a homeowner sometime in the next 6 to 9 months, unless you've got some really serious problems that you need to work on. I'm Kyle No. I'm with, once again, eXp Realty, the First United team. And we've been helping buyers, not all first-time buyers. Sometimes people have bought homes before, but they've owned the home they are in now for so long that they have forgotten what it's like to buy a home. And besides that, it's changed anyway. But anyway, we sit down with people. There's no cost or obligation to do that. I devise a game plan. And I've been doing this, I said, for 32 years. And we can probably, like I said, maybe not help you buy a house tomorrow, but it could be in just a few short months. So if you've been wanting to buy a home but just kind of afraid to take that first step, I always say the first step should be just a phone call. Just make that one simple phone call to me or somebody else. If you give it to me, I'll tell you what you need to do, what information you need to get together, so maybe we can get together in person and kind of go over some things. But in 10 or 15 minutes, I can give you a pretty good idea about what you need to do in order to become a homeowner and how long it might take. But if you're really ready, I'm here to help you. And it's always something that I enjoy doing. There's nothing greater satisfaction than helping somebody get into their first home or another home, even if they've owned a home before. Thanks a lot for taking a short watch at this video. I hope it gave you some useful information. And as I said, the first thing you should do is give us a call. You can always reach me. I'm at 405-210-5319. And I'm here to help you in any way that I can. Thanks again for watching and listening to the brief video. I hope you have a great day out there. And I hope to talk to you sometime soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.